Napa Tower, Cessna 13354, inbound with Foxtrot. Well, we're about 10 miles to the west at
LT is armed.
500.
I'm 1. Mike 1 on. I'm 2 on.
Remarks.
Please follow the North
Straight in, runway 6, report 3 miles.
and avoid overflight
Cessna 354.
south of the airport. Pilot, please use caution with men and equipment working on and around the Northfield Airport ramp, taxiways, and helipads.
Novato, Northfield. Automated weather observation 2021 Zulu. Wind 110 at 7 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 14 Celsius. Dew point 7 Celsius. Altimeter 3034 inches of mercury. Remarks.
Please follow the Northfield noise abatement procedures and avoid...
So notice the wind direction 110, so 20 degrees off the runway center line by 7 knots. Pretty much what we talked about.
Yep. Northfield radio check.
You're not checking your frequencies. First thing you're doing is push to talk. You're not checking the frequency. You're not checking the volume. The third item is checking the transmit.
Radio check. Oh, it's okay. Wrong kind of radio check. Oh.
North traffic, Diamond 12 Uniform Sierra, clear of the runway now.
Get the blue box on 1. How do you stop the squelch?
Sorry.
Thank you. What frequency do you want? Active.
So I went 23.075, so...
Oh, those are the 3 steps.
Yep.
Make sure the frequency's in there, you get the volume set, now you check your transmitter.
Okay. Northfield traffic, radio check.
Loud and clear.
Thank you.
You just did a radio check on the Napa Tower frequency.
Oh yeah.
A minute ago, that's what you did.
Transponder. Oh. Transponder set, and that's nearest. Instruments. Your airspeed, bank's correct, slab's correct. This is where you're saying should or should not set my altimeter. I should, okay.
Yeah, so you see you interface the altimeter. There's a setting of altimeter there, there's a setting of altimeter there. You're not using the words correctly. You're setting the altimeter setting, not the altitude. The altitude is up here. The altimeter setting is down there.
And altitude is set with
Exactly.
This is set with the barrel.
The barometric altimeter setting.
This is
North traffic, Cessna 21893, about 3 miles to the northwest, inbound for overfly and landing. North traffic.
Bug set. The heading knob.
So instead of syncing it to 310, it was already pretty close to that. You just made more work for yourself.
Book set, flight instrument standbys. There, get there, and autopilot is off. Alerter is 9,500 feet, we're good there. Taxi briefing. taxi down to the hangar, turn right, get on the main taxiway, head down to 13.
B, thank you.
Taxi briefing complete and checklist or after start checklist complete.
Roger.
Now, only one question with that is,
sure.
So I should set that, that's the next checklist.
Yeah, it's
okay,
affirmative.
that's where it is.
Yeah, that's, they got a range setting on the next. See, you want to keep that up because unfamiliar airport can keep track where you're going. Yeah,
right.
Keep track of those taxiways. We're going to let anybody know what you're doing?
Nosfield traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Hotel, Scanlon ramp, taxi into runway 13, Nosfield.
Yes, okay.
Traffic, Starduster 1011 Zulu.
Kind of the basic premise
West downwind departure, NOS.
is pretty much every airport you ever go to, before you start moving, you talk to somebody.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893 on the outbound 45, runway 13, NOS traffic.
Well, she sounds like about 12 years old. Any significance of the gray van?
Not to me.
The jumper van.
Oh, it is, okay.
So, if they're driving out, that means the airplane is the jump plane is airborne and approaching level off altitude. So they're going to be releasing or jumping out of the airplane probably in about 5 minutes.
Zulu, left crosswind 13 NOS.
So she just sits in the office till it's time to go out, and then she drives out to the grass out there to bring the jumpers back in.
So if you see the truck moving, you know that they're about 5 minutes from jump?
Exactly, so you know it's going to affect you somehow. We just try to come up with as many clues and indicators as we can to mitigate that risk.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893, turning the inbound 45 to runway 13, NOS traffic.
And NOS traffic, Starduster now climbing through 1,300 on the left downwind 13, looking for the Cessna.
So the gal sounds like she's 12 years old, but she's making fantastic radio calls. I've got a perfect picture in my mind what she's doing. She first came over the top of the airport, then she said she's outbound on the 45, now she says she's inbound on the 45. So I know exactly where she is and exactly what she's doing.
893, we're no factor for you, we're behind you.
Okay, thanks.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893 on the downwind, runway 13, NOS traffic.
It's on the downwind.
I think she could have improved on, she could have said left downwind. Would have been a little more clear to everybody, because there's possible she's confused and she's over and right downwind. But other than that, she's making good calls.
So we have a plane down here. That's the first time I've been in second in a row.
Yeah, so the two situations. One, you're hoping and wishing that he leaves before you get there.
Right.
The other one, if he doesn't, you're just going to park this side of him, same basic angle you normally do, and we just start stacking them down the taxiway. If all of a sudden 5 guys start taxiing out, the 5th guy would probably be brought here do an engine run up. You just turn the tail 45 degrees so you don't prop blast the guy behind you, but you just start stacking it up. And then hopefully the first guy is not a slow student and everyone gets impatient because they're blocking access to the runway. There she is. So you just got to start working yourself off left side best you can. You want to leave room for him to maneuver out of there. Notice he's got his nose wheel turned, so he might have a bit of a turn in towards us as he starts to go. And looks like he's starting to move, so you guys can just do a do-si-do and just take his slot. Unless he sees the gal on final and then stops. I just move
North
up
traffic,
and
Cessna
just,
21893, turning final, runway 13.
otherwise you're just going to sit here burning gas, not get anything accomplished. Okay, I do my hard right about here. And come to a stop. That way, prop blast in the field, people can get around you and we'll just wait for him to do his thing.
Sorry, Charlie, this is Skydive 914. We are approximately 2 minutes prior to skydiving over Knott's Field. 2 minutes prior to parachute jumping over Knott's traffic.
2 minutes to jump.
Roger that. Okay to do my run up here,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right, parking brake is set. RPMs are 1,000.
Traffic, RV12812, double dim, runway 13, downward departure north.
Trim skip for now, flight control skip for now, elevator trim set for takeoff. Engine instruments acting in the green where they're supposed to be. Mixture is rich. Throttle is set to 1,800 RPMs.
North traffic, 812 Delta Lima, departing runway 13, downward departure, 13 north.
Instruments are all still in the green where it's supposed to be. Magneto.
North traffic, Cessna 21893 on the upwind, runway 13.
Throttle back to 1,000 RPMs. Knob is adjusted.
Are you staying in the pattern?
Mixture back to 3 fingers. Half frequency not used at this point. Airport, or GPS is set to our airport.
Cessna, are you staying in the pattern?
All frequencies are checked. Head instruments. Checked.
North traffic, Cessna 21893, turning downwind, runway 13, north traffic.
Our autopilot.
North traffic, red decal.
Sorry, alt alerter. It's not the autopilot. This is where I need to go to alt.
Sorry, traffic, this is Skydive 914 Alpha Victor. The jumpers are way over Knott's Field. Use caution area. 2 parachutes are way over Knott's traffic.
North traffic, 812 Delta Lima on downwind. Downwind traffic, enemy in sight, departing downwind 13 north. North traffic, red decathlon, clear of runway 31 north.
Traffic's on. BS, and this is where we're going to set that to the runway.
Correct.
That's done with the aero knob.
CRS course knob.
Oh, sorry, it's inside. Looking for G6. I'll make sure it lines up over there.
Perfect.
Set. Transponder is set.
North traffic, Cessna 21893 on base, runway 13.
Kilometers, engine instruments, fuel quantity.
Knott's traffic, this is Skydive 914. The parachutes are 5,000 feet and ascending over Knott's Field. Parachutes are 5,000, descending over Knott's.
Checked. Autopilot is off. Flaps set to 10 degrees. Mixtures are rich. Selectors on both. Elevator trim is set for takeoff. Rear lights, beacon, landing, taxi, and strobe. Refuel pump is off. Cabin windows are closed. Briefing for takeoff will be a slight crosswind takeoff. Would that be accurate? And
Perfect, yeah.
flaps 10 degrees. Runway speed, airspeed that's not used at this time. Initial climb to it'd be VY to 500 feet. Turning to a left 45 departure and level off at 1,000 feet and takeoff checklist complete.
Roger. Okay, so there's our gal landing. Jumpers are going to be a huge conflict, so when we get ourselves turned around, they're going to be pretty much right in our windshield, so we're going to see a dynamic, how we're going to deal with those guys. I want to demonstrate the takeoff here to you.
Okay.
Because you haven't done a lot of takeoffs from the standing start, and you're just building up too much airspeed. So.
Traffic, this is Skydive 914 Alpha Victor. We're over the racetrack in a right turn, descending out of 3,400. We'll be entering at 45 for the left down runway 13 knots.
Okay, so he's out there someplace. Okay, Alpha Control.
Alpha Control.
And I'm gonna first just this area is clear, and then it's gonna come over the hard
traffic,
right.
21893 on the upwind, runway 13, north traffic.
I'm looking for the jumpers. And I'm just going to pause here for just a bit, not to get them on the ground, because otherwise, see, our 45 departure goes right through the jump zone. What those guys doing, they're taking their center line way far out there over the houses.
1094 Alpha Victor, we're about a mile to the south of the radio towers. We have the bus traffic in sight. We'll follow them into the pattern. It'll be left downwind for 13 full stop now.
And NOS traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails departing runway 13, left 45 departure. We've got the crosswind Cessna and the 2 jumpers inside of NOS. Okay, so I just kind of take my time going out here because I want to get that one jumper down. One last look. Looks good. Extra slow taxi out here.
Turning downwind, runway 13, north traffic.
Let the jumper get down and clear. Okay, so he's going to be on the ground in about 15 seconds, so he's no longer a factor.
Traffic, Skylane 914.
Okay, I scan the socks, slight right to left. Far socks, slight right to left. So I start with the wheel just neutral. And as soon as the power starts coming up, I'm going to start loading up back pressure. And my goal is to pick that nose strut up just slightly initially. So, feet off the brakes, power comes up. Notice the wheel's going to start coming back on its own.
Skydiver pilot, how high are you bringing jumpers?
And I'm just bringing that nose right on up, right now. Picking that nose up, extend the nose strut, extend the nose strut, extend the nose strut. Right there, hold that pitch. Hold that pitch with rudder, hold that pitch, hold that pitch, hold that pitch. We go airborne. So it's very similar to the bolter, except the nose is just a little tiny bit lower.
You said
airspeed's good, flaps up.
And you had said that I was building up too much airspeed on the ground?
You're keeping the nose down way too long. So my first goal is always just to kind of get that nose strut extended. You can see the jumpers down there in the field?
I do.
So their jump zone's just right where we
NOS traffic,
go in our 45.
21893, turning base, runway 13, NOS traffic.
Okay, you have control.
I have control.
We'll continue the climb out. Or is that right hand block?
Traffic, Skyline 4 Alpha Victor, we're going to extend our downwind and enter a left base for runway 13 knots. And NOS traffic, Skyline 4 Alpha Victor is turning about a 2-mile left base for runway 13 knots, number 2 full stop.
NOS traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, left 45 departure off of 13 knots out of 800 feet eastbound.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893, turning final, runway 13, NOS traffic.
She is turning final.
Roger, thank you. He's pretty easy to understand. The jump pod kind of slurs and
yeah, he does.
talks fast, and it's not a real good communicator.
NOS air traffic, Skyline 4 Alpha Victor, turning final, 13 knots, number 2 full stop.
We're almost first day to have the vents open in a long time.
Have what open?
The vents open.
Oh yeah, it's getting a little warmer.
Yeah. Okay, just normal deal. We'll just take it out and go maybe a beam the intersection of Lakeville and 37.
We're on the roll upwind, left close traffic. No.
And then maneuver back around at will. So we got a gal out there. What's she doing in the pattern?
She was...
So what is not what she's doing right now, but what is she basically doing?
Practicing touch and goes.
Staying in the pattern, yeah. So she's going to be a conflict someplace, so she's either going to be in front of you or behind you, unless they decide to leave the pattern. So you're going to try to keep an air out for her. The problem is the instructor talks a percentage of the time, So you got to key up on the end number, not just the girl's voice. That's what happens when you change voices.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893, turning crosswind, runway 13, NOS traffic.
Right, where's she?
Turning crosswind.
Alpha Victor is vacating runway 13 on Charlie.
That's my gouge, right?
That's the dairy. Yeah, it's the gouge.
That's where I gotta watch for guys coming in on the 45.
Yep.
NOS field radio check.
Unclear.
Thanks.
So where's the little girl right now?
She was on the crosswind. She's probably on the downwind now.
Probably getting ready for it. So she should be about maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes ahead of us.
NOS traffic, Roger Castle, departing runway 13, left 45, departure NOS.
NOS traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tells 45 for 13 knots, so we're number 2 behind the midfield Cessna.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893 on the downwind, runway 13, NOS traffic.
The down one for 13. I see her right there.
But notice she's very robotic in saying her calls, so doing a great job on that, but she's not acknowledging other airplanes, et cetera, so she's probably just about your level.
Meaning, she's not acknowledging other people's calls. How would she do so?
Hey, I'm number 1 for landing. I'm looking for the guy on the 45.
Okay.
They do that kind of stuff. She's just making those rote, scripted radio calls.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893, turning base, runway 13, NOS traffic.
NOS traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tells entering the midfield left downwind for 13 NOS, number 2 behind the base leg Cessna.
And 893 will be touch and go for you.
Thanks.
That's the instructor.
That's the instructor saying touch and go, and then, in other words, minimum time on the runway.
Now, am I going for a normal landing?
Normal stuff, yeah. Okay. Normal landing, normal flow. Because the separation here is looking good. That's a good distance between the two of you two guys.
Checked flaps 10.
Skipped your mixture.
My mixture is supposed to be rich. Sorry about
NOS
that.
traffic, Cessna 21893, turning final, runway 13,
Really?
NOS traffic.
Very unsafe making your base leg turn. You never checked your wing. That left wing never came up before the turn. Now we're turning blind. Big wing check.
Cessna traffic, Cat 446, they're about 3 miles, 2,000 feet, flying overhead. Going to set up for a simulated engine failure landing on NOS.
Lots of people in the pattern at NOS for your failure.
Okay, thank you. I'll hold up on that.
NOS traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tells turning final for 13 NOS, number 2.
Mixture set. Mixture's rich. Flaps set 20, and checklist complete.
Roger. How's this path looking to you?
Actually looks about right.
That's right on. Laser on. Looks perfect.
My goal here is not to drift and to allow for a little crosswind.
Correct. How's the path looking?
The path is looking a little low.
NOS traffic,
Slowly dropping.
Cessna 21893,
Now it's back
upwind,
up now.
runway 13, NOS traffic.
Speed's looking. How? How's the speed looking?
Speed is a little slow.
Not good. Don't let that change the path.
Good.
NOS traffic, Cat 446, about 1.5 miles, 2,200 feet, just east of the field, maneuvering to set up for a 45 entry.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893, turning crosswind, runway 13.
Or Bolter.
Flaps 10. And their airspeed flaps 0.
And out of control.
Have control.
So, first landing in a couple of days, not too bad. Final was decent. Airspeed was slow for quite a while. Finally said something, he did something about it.
Yeah.
Crossed the threshold, pretty good energy. Had just ever so little drift in the flare.
Traffic, Cessna
Ever so little drift to the right.
Runway 13,
It was barely perceivable. I could almost say, well, maybe you didn't see it. I saw it.
I didn't see it.
Maybe you didn't see it. Bolter was decent, so I've not seen any kind of this rate either on deal. So overall, pretty good.
NOS traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha tells left crosswind 13 knots, number 2, follow the Cessna.
And yeah, so not too bad. And probably the weakest part of the approach was just not checking those wings before the base and on the base. It's Sunday, there's more traffic out here. Okay, my high wing is up. I'm looking.
NOS traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha tells, turning left downwind off the crosswind 13 knots, number 2 behind the Cessna base.
Okay, there she is on base, way ahead of us, no problem. She doesn't exist in my mind.
13, NOS traffic.
No one's coming up blindsiding from us behind. Okay,
Right
she's
here.
over there, but she's not going to catch us. Okay, you have control.
I have control.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893, turning base, runway 13, NOS traffic.
Well, bad call. See, she's turning final, and she says she's turning base. That just adds to confusion when you say the wrong thing.
Mixture rich. Checked, flaps 10.
NOS traffic at 446, 3.5 miles south of the field, 2,100 feet, going to overfly the field to observe NOS.
Let's check that wing. Go.
Speed checked and flaps 20. Good, path.
Is not available.
Good path, good.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893, turning downwind, runway 13, NOS traffic.
Full. High. Path is good.
Knox traffic, Apple 46 directly over field, 2,000 feet.
Get our speed, lap 0.
Control.
Control.
So your base was good. Final was real nice. You know, good job on the path, taking care of the speed.
Traffic,
real nice job. Threshold energy was good. Down there in the flare, we touched the right tire first. Why do you suppose we touched the right tire first?
A yaw to the right.
No, it wasn't a yaw.
I banked a little to the right?
No, it's drift. You had the wings pretty much level, but we were drifting across the runway. Boom, hit that right tire.
Okay.
You have just a tiny left to right crosswind. You would have had about that much aileron in. You would have touched that left tire first, stopping the drift.
Okay.
Because you'd rather be dragging the left tire across or be in that slight bank, so you don't get that side load. That's the reason it was kind of a little bit rough on you. Other clues to look for, just to help you with the wind, to give you maybe an idea what might be happening.
Knox traffic, Apple 46, 1.5 miles, 1,500 feet. We're northeast of the field, maneuvering for a 45 entry, 13 left knots.
Knox traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, train left downwind off the crosswind. 13 knots, number 2 behind the Cessna.
Alpha runway 30, Tracy.
Is still crosswind or windsock scan. Not now, but on short final when you're all stabilized, you're approaching the threshold. I wonder if the windsocks will give me a little bit of a clue what's going on. Both are showing left to right crosswind. Okay, you can take a look at your wind scan on final. Doesn't mean it's going to be there in the flare, but it's just a clue to you that might be happening. You have control.
Control. 1, 2, 3.
No.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Traffic, Apple 46, turning into a 45, left 45 for 13 behind number 2 traffic.
I'm still missing what 1, 2, 3 is.
It's a way for me to mark the camera when I'm doing the post-editing.
Oh, okay.
Mixture rich. Speed check, flaps 10.
I thought you were talking about traffic or something.
Oh, sorry. I probably should have told you.
Okay.
Knox traffic, Cessna 21893, turning crosswind, runway 13, Knox traffic.
Knox traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, left base, 13 knots.
Traffic, Apple 46 is about a 1 mile, 45. We got the cross traffic.
Check, flaps 20. Guys over there?
Good.
Traffic, Apple 46, turning left downwind, 13 knots.
Knox traffic, Cessna 21893, turning downwind, runway 13, and we have the other downwind in sight. Traffic.
Is not available.
So, path right, speed's right. Mixture rich, flaps 20, check was complete.
So look at your wind indicator. You're showing 5 from the left right now. But you're not landing at 200 feet. That's just as a clue.
Turning left base 13 knots.
Now, side over to the left, windsock is showing left to right.
Correct.
Far windsock, left to right. Odds are you need left aileron a touchdown. Not much. Not much aileron at all. Just barely a perceived aileron input. Hard idle.
Oh, God, what am I doing?
Gotta land it.
Sorry.
Traffic, Apple 46, turning final 13, full stop.
Left aileron, left aileron. There's right aileron. Bolter, bolter, bolter. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here.
It's awful.
And out of control. So that's why I get real nervous even pointing anything out new to you, because you get so wrapped up with it. Now let me give you a demonstration of what I'm talking about left aileron. Probably the amount. So let me finish the turn here. So there we are, wings level over the runway. This is the left aileron I'm talking about.
Barely.
Not much. You're doing this. What are you doing? Way too much. And then you do those left aileron, the nose swings all the way off to the left, and then you're trying to bring the aileron back to bring to the right. What about the rudder to keep it parallel? And that was a perfect example of loss of control on the runway. We got to go around.
Should I have gone around?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're diagonal heading for the rocks, out of control. Get the hell out of here.
Do I say go around and then do it?
No, just do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
Okay.
You're not asking permission. You're just saying, whoa, I'm losing control here. So again, it's just the amount of aileron for this crosswind. So what you had last time, it was so small, it's perfect for you to kind of deal with, but you're just over-controlling too much.
Cross traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, turning left downwind off the crosswind, 13 knots, and number 2 behind the short Cessna. Short final Cessna traffic.
You have control.
Have control.
Knowledge traffic, Starduster 1011 Zulu, 3,500 feet. We're about 4 miles to the south. Going to set up on a 45, left traffic 13 knots.
So big wing check on downwind lane. Just look for that traffic. Who's coming at you? Who's coming? They're going to blindside you here.
3 miles out, he said?
Yeah, but it could be somebody else. I'm worried about the no radio guy.
Gotcha.
Radio guys we can build in our head, but the no radio, build in our eyeballs.
Extra rich. Check. Check, flaps 20.
Traffic, Cessna 21893, turning crosswind, runway 13, North traffic.
Turn crosswind.
Knots traffic, holding short 13 knots.
Holding short.
Where's he at?
On the taxi run up?
Yeah, so it's probably eyeballed you. That's the reason he says he's holding short.
The mixture's rich, flaps 20, checklist complete, and our speed's on, I'd say pass a little
available.
high.
North traffic, Cessna 21893, turning downwind, runway 13, North traffic.
Okay, so your wind indicator shows 5 knots from the left side.
Have a
The windsock is also showing it, well, just kicked around, but it's also kind of averaging from the left side. So probably a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of left aileron and right rudder. Or I'm seeing a bit of a crab angle right now set up. Too much aileron. You're putting in too much aileron too early. It's real late in the flare you're going to put it in. Just look for the drift. Friggin' fox on the runway.
Around?
Oh, let's keep flying. No aileron. Yeah, see it lifted up? That was your aileron right there instead of that.
Traffic, Starduster 11 Zulu on the 45.
Good, Bolter.
13, we got the downwind Cessna in sight now.
And the cap flight on the departure, you got 2 coyotes or foxes or something on the runway.
Roger, yeah, I see those, thank you. Cap 446 is taking active 13 for left close traffic.
And I have control.
Control.
Lost traffic, Cessna 218.
Yeah, so that would have been a good example of doing a go-around. You got animals on the runway, but they're sharp enough they can run. It's not like a dumb cow or something that doesn't know anything. They're stay alive because of their instincts. Yeah, so just a little bit of left ailerons required, but we went to the left of the runway, and then as you're kind of doing the slight bounce, you roll the aileron right.
Final, those coyotes, you see them on the upwind there?
And it just...
yeah, they're on
it's just big, huge roll-in. So the point is, if you're touching down with a little bit of left aileron, the aileron never goes back to the right.
No, it's traffic, Stardust.
The wind's not stopping, but you're steering the car back to centerline.
I thought I was following the drift, but I was obviously not right.
No, because you were left of centerline.
Not traffic, Bird Dog overflying east-west 2,500 feet knots. Knots traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails turning left downwind off the crosswind 13 knots.
You have control.
I have control.
Traffic, Stardust 11 Zulu, turning final 13 knots.
One turning final.
Good.
Got one flying over at 2,500 feet.
Don't care about him. Stupid call. Nobody cares.
Okay.
And
there he is right there.
Aircraft that's coming in, the Coyote there is just to the left side of the first taxiway, right on the runway edge.
Okay, I've got him in sight. We may end up going around here, and we're watching you two. Stardust are on final at NOS.
Now traffic at 446, so left downwind 13 knots.
Okie dokie, I have control.
You have control.
I can demonstrate a slip to you. This won't be a no flap slip, it'll just be a slip. So in order to do the slip, I have to get myself in a higher path situation to need this extra drag. So notice what I'm doing. I'm delaying my downwind beam a little bit to intentionally put myself high.
What's that?
So my power is going to go not quite as low as before, stays a little bit higher. And you're just saying the words I said. I touch the handles and I say it. Mixture's rich, airspeed check, flaps 10. If I touch the handles, it keeps me a little more disciplined. I'm actually saying what I mean.
Going not because of the Coyotes. Knots traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, turning left base, 13 knots.
So as I make this turn, I should appear to be higher than normal.
Taxiing across 3-1 numbers to use 13 knots.
Okay, my outside wing is clear.
Lost traffic,
Your guys behind me, gotta look for him. There's one coming at me, but he's going to miss us.
Two of them.
Path is high. I want high. Okay, airspeed check. Ups to 20. I want a high path.
Traffic, Starduster 11 Zulu, turning downwind. We got the Cessna in sight on the downwind, and we'll try to keep it slow back here. Knots traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, turning final 13 knots, touch and go.
I want it high. I want
traffic,
it high.
Cessna 893, we're left downwind for 13, and we are number 3.
I want it high. I want it high. Airspeed's decent, but I want it. Okay, let's do the slip. So, power to idle, rudder goes to full,
available.
and watch the path drop. I'm doing whatever I have to with these ailerons to hold the center line.
90 miles per hour here.
And I'm just holding that rudder in there to get that path dropping. Okay, down to the path I want. Power back in. Continue the approach. Keep your hands on the controls. Feel me use the controls for landing. Airspeed slow, power. Look, sighting windsock. Windsock's from the left. Going to have probably left aileron at touchdown. I like the path. Airspeed's good. I like the path. Airspeed's 2 knots slow. Wind still from the left. I like the path. Power's going to idle.
Turning base, runway 13.
Take it over the runway. Take a look. Take a look. Where's my drift? Where's my drift? Where's my drift? A little bit to the left, to the right, I should say. Whoa. Wind shifted. That nose off. Pull through. Go airborne. So what happened that time, this is where you can get screwed up so easy. I had crosswind from the left on short final. On short final, I'm going to look at the windsock. I see crosswind from the left. I'm over the runway, and all of a sudden the airplane started going a little bit to the left. The wind shifted. So that's why you can't put in the controls based on what the windsock says.
Just feel it.
It's only what the airplane tells you.
Inbound traffic 893, just turned final, runway 13.
But all the windsocks give you a clue, give you a heads up. This is probably what's going to happen, but the final always has to be
final in front of us, and I think somebody's behind us.
Is what the airplane's doing. So in that case, I saw a little bit. Whoa, had to stop that left correction. Okay, you have control. Anyway, that was the slip. That was what the slip looks like. So we'll have you do that next time. And on throttle on the climb.
And now traffic 893, short final, 13, touch and go. No. Traffic, Capital 46, clear active, 13 knots.
Okay, so big throttle reduction. Well, right on back. Otherwise, that airspeed and altitude overshoot.
Knots traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, turning left downwind off the crosswind, 13 knots.
Wings up, taking a good look out there. Who's in front of us and who's behind us?
Got one guy at the run-up area.
Good. Don't let your pitch drop too much. Lose control of the airplane. That's just your thought process.
Right.
Who am I? Gee, I lost track of the radio calls.
Got one guy taking off right now.
Good. But you're just looking for where the guys might be.
I'm gonna stay high. You said on the phone.
Starduster 11 Zulu, quarter mile final 13. Upwind traffic's in sight. NOS.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893, upwind, runway 13, NOS traffic.
Good look, thank you. Okay, now you can start your flow. So a little bit later than normal.
Rich.
You don't
speed check.
Do a little bit of power reduction. Not like nothing. There you go.
And
a bit higher than normal.
Check flaps 10. Thanks, Rich.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893, turning crosswind, runway 13, NOS traffic.
A little better wing check. There you go. So when we finish this turn, this should be a definitely high path view.
Right.
And that's a high path view. Good.
NOS traffic, 902 Victor Bravo, radio check.
Check.
You loud and clear,
full.
NOS traffic,
20.
902 Victor Bravo. We are 4.7 miles north of the airport for landing on 13. We'll come in on the left 45 for 13 knots.
NOS traffic, Starduster 11 Zulu, left crosswind 13 behind the Cessna, and inbound aircraft, you got at least 2, maybe 3 airplanes in the pattern right now.
West over.
Okay, so nice high pass. We'll just keep this path high for a while.
NOS traffic, Cessna 21893 on the downwind.
Matter if it's left or right rudder?
13, NOS
The wind was coming from the left, so left aileron or left wing down would be better.
NOS traffic, Bonanza taking off runway 13. It'll be a left crosswind departure 13 knots.
Keep your speed up, Cessna
Not
short
available.
final.
I got you.
Okay, let's start the slip. So power to idle, power to idle. Smoothly rotate the rudder to full. Opposite aileron to hold center line. There you go. That's it.
NOS traffic, Starduster 11 Zulu.
See that path dropping. Pitch down just a little bit. Pitch down some. There you go. Path is dropping. Pitch down some more. That stall warning off. Okay, get it out of the slip. And refigure out your path and speed. Smaller controls. Get that nose straight. Get that nose straight.
Turning base, runway 13, NOS traffic.
NOS traffic, Bonanza turning left crosswind 13 for departure NOS.
NOS traffic, Capital 46, line up.
Keep that nose clear. Keep that nose clear.
Sorry about that.
Rudder to center line. Don't keep popping that aileron over. Rudder it over. Bolter.
speed check and flap 0.
Control?
You control.
So the slip was a little bit awkward. As you're doing the slip, you just let your nose come up so much. And you got the stall warning going. You go, I don't think we're supposed to have a stall warning on final. There's something wrong with that picture. So you're so involved with the slip,
Zulu left base,
you're just letting your pitch come up way too high. But that's the basic slip. You kind of see what it does. Boom, that path just drops down there right now, giving that drag you want.
And my speed doesn't matter because it's not accurate, right?
Oh, the airspeed's inaccurate, yeah,
right.
but that's why we're using the pitch. That's why I kept saying pitch down, because I'm just seeing the pitch rise up so high. And the stall warning is also a pretty good clue too, that we shouldn't have a stall warning on.
Right.
Over the runway, you got kind of screwed up initially, but then for the
left 45 for 13, we are 3 miles out.
This guy's trouble.
45 for 13.
Yeah, he's real trouble. He's one of the weakest pilots in the airport. And let's just do this. I don't want to put him behind us.
Westover traffic, Cardinal 6 Romeo Juliet, turning left base for 19er, Westover.
Traffic Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, left crosswind for 13 knots. We got the short 45 Skyline in sight. We're going to follow you in.
Does he just drive right up our rear end?
446, we're actually crosswind left 13 right now behind the downwind traffic.
Well, you got 2 downwind traffics in front of the camp flight.
Downwind. Is that the traffic you're talking about?
Traffic.
Cardinal turning final 19er Westover.
So I got him in sight. I don't trust the guy behind us. See where he is.
Right there.
Okay.
Zulu short final 13 full stop knots.
Traffic Skyhawk 6042 November has traffic in sight. We'll
okay, you have control.
Have control.
Downwind full on behind you, University.
We are down
North.
That's when you talk over somebody?
Yep, that's what it sounds like, just that squeal.
Same thing?
Say again?
Same
yeah, let's do the same. Yeah, let's do the same. So you're going to have to think about this pattern based on what this guy's doing, because he's flying a 747.
Yeah, extending his downwind?
He's no one in front of him.
NOS traffic, 902 Victor Bravo, turning base for 13 NOS.
Here's Rich. And flaps. Okay, so...
You can't lose any altitude yet, because we're going to go way on out here.
Okay.
I'll get you back up. Okay. Now we can lift our left wing, check our traffic. Let's put out our flaps and slow down a little bit. Flaps will slow down a little bit.
Check flaps 10.
NOS traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tail strain left base for 13 knots, number 2.
NOS traffic, 902 Victor Bravo, turning final for 13 knots.
Okay, let's check our traffic. Who's behind us?
Traffic at 446, we are number 3, left downwind, 13 knots.
So this is a high path, which is what we want for the slip.
Right.
NOS traffic, Cat 446, the number 4 traffic, you have me in sight.
NOS traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails turning final for 13 knots, touch and go, number 2 behind the Cessna in front of the camp flight.
Your rips, flaps are at 10.
You can't get your flaps up because your pitch is too low. Look at that airspeed. Get the pitch up, pitch up, pitch up, pitch up. You can't get your flaps up.
Turning left base 13
because your airspeed's above 85.
What was that?
Get in the flap range. Okay, now flaps.
That's 20.
Power idle. Now you do your slip. Put that pitch down. Don't let pitch come up. Keep the pitch down, down. There you go. That's it. Too much aileron, too much aileron, too much aileron. Hold the center line. So the rudder just locks in, and aileron it left and right to hold the center line. Set up some aileron to move it over to the right. There you go. That's it. That's the picture. That's the picture.
6 turning final 13, number 2.
Too much aileron. Too much. You keep putting. So you got full rudder. Doesn't mean you have to have so much aileron. Keeping that nose down. You're coming down the path quickly. Okay, take it out of the slip. Figure out your path and speed, power.
Speed's good.
Okay.
Path's a little low.
Traffic, 902 Victor Bravo, off of
Path's good.
13.
Speed is...
Okay, now look for wind over the runway. Oh, man. Have a bolter.
Check 50.
Okay, out of control. So the slip was real nice. Good job with the slip. So what was happening is you're over controlling the aileron so much.
On the slip?
On the slip, because they're just going left and right and left. And it's so easy because you got your rudder jammed, so you think you got to have all this huge amount of aileron deflection.
Tracy traffic.
It doesn't take that much.
Piper lands for 8 miles west.
So you cleaned up the slip on short final, so that was nice. You came over the threshold, looked good. And now you get over the runway, and it's just like you don't know what to do with the aileron. It's boom, 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 boom. Like just you're over controlling so much with no justification. There's no drift.
446 on the go.
I'm not seeing any drift. Why are we putting so much aileron? So you get out of cycle, boom, you go, oh geez, and you just slam the gear down. So you roll the gear right into the ground.
Okay. That's
what's going to happen. If I do that, boom, I'm just going to slam that gear right into the runway. And you see, you got to discipline yourself of just small aileron changes, not this stuff.
446, left cross.
Kind of doing this.
Okay.
And at these speeds, this is doing a lot of rolling. At the flare, you don't get that much roll in it, so it's the controls are lessening their control effectiveness, but you're just over controlling so much.
Cross traffic Cessna 2 Alpha Tails turning left downwind off the crosswind, 13 knots, and we look like we're number 1.
We have control.
I have control.
Okay, let's go back to a normal. So, no more slips for a while. Let's do a normal this time.
Now traffic at 446, turning left downwind 13 knots.
The one behind us.
Very good. Keeps calling himself CAP. Any idea what a CAP is?
Captain?
Well, close. CAP, Civil Air Patrol.
Okay.
He's a Cessna, but he's bragging that he's in the Civil Air Patrol. CAP.
Knox traffic, this is Charter Plane 808 Delta Romeo. I'm at 1,700 feet, about 2 miles north of the airport.
Mixture rich. Speed check, flaps 10.
Knox traffic.
Terrible job. I calls NOS traffic, and you're calling out what you're doing with mixture and flaps. We never get to hear what he's doing.
Okay.
You've got to listen to these calls. When you hear NOS traffic, you stop talking. You can still move your hands if you want, but you stop talking. How's your path look?
Looks about right.
Perfect. Check your inside traffic. Get that wing up. Look for him. There you go.
Yep.
Just you're slow to check that traffic.
All right, speed check, flaps 20. Good. It's good. Gusty.
It's just nothing compared to the summertime.
I bet.
How's your path look?
Path looks good.
Nope. Does not look good.
I'm high.
Cat 446 is left base 13 knots.
NOS traffic, Coast Guard 563 is 4
Just
miles
not
to the north,
available.
southbound along D101. Have that traffic in the pattern.
All right.
Okay, now look at your onboard wind readout. You got 12 knots right down the runway. So maybe that crosswind is shifting around a little bit. I see the nose pointed a little bit to the right now. Now we're moving to the left. So the wind's coming from the right side right now.
Nose traffic, final 13 knots.
Wind is coming from the right side. Smaller aileron, smaller aileron, smaller. Smaller aileron, smaller control inputs. Very good. Go around. Nice. Pitch up, pitch up, pitch up. More important than friggin' trim. Hold that pitch. Do your flap schedule. Oh, you're a big, strong guy. You can control this pitch if you want, right?
Right.
I have control.
You have control.
So I don't want you to see you fooling with the trim if the pitch isn't set.
Roger that.
So, good job on the go-around. Nice job making that decision. You got out of kilter. But again, this is, if we watch the video, this is what you start doing.
Yeah.
Both of them were doing it. You settle down. Settle down. Because again, what you're doing, you are making your own turbulence. On final, on short final, there wasn't any turbulence. It was nice and stable.
Right.
Your threshold was perfect. You had everything set up as this is looking nice.
I'm doing the herky-jerky all the way in there.
Exactly. I just say, hey, the wind looks like it's shifted. It's a little bit from the right side now. And then you get over the runway, you just start doing both this and that. And
you can't read anything.
Say again?
Then you can't read anything.
Exactly. So you can't say, is this me causing the movement or is the wind causing the movement? That's why you got to keep your control.
Skyhawk at the 6563 is 1 mile west of the field, transient along the 101 southbound at 500 feet north traffic.
See how I shut up? I was mid-sentence and I stopped talking. Because I wanted to listen to that guy. What's he doing?
Traffic at 446, clear active 13 knots.
15, 5 miles.
What was that call? Did you hear what he's doing?
Of the airport, 3000 for maneuvers. Bay Flight 15, Tracy traffic.
It was on the 101 south of us.
Yeah, Coast Guard helicopter. It's flying down the freeway.
Nose traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha tells midfield, left downwind 13 knots, number 1.
We have control. So another no slip, and let's just focus on smooth control. So what you're doing right now with those ailerons are perfect. You're just making nice smooth inputs. You've got to stay that relaxed over that runway. Let the airplane talk to you. The airplane's going to tell you what it needs.
The mixture rich, flaps, or speed check flaps 10. The birds.
Roger. Seagulls we don't worry about too much. They're pretty fast and agile. Turkey vultures we get very worried about. Fun yet?
Oh yeah.
Traffic, Coast Guard Helicopter 6563 is clear to the south.
Checked and flaps 20. This looks about right.
I concur. Nice eye. Good eye. So it looks about right. We're adding power. I don't quite understand that part.
What was that? I gotcha. I was looking at the RPMs, not the airspeed.
Okay. Yeah, the RPM's out the window now.
Right.
That's all airspeed and path.
The mixture rips, flaps 20, landing checklist complete. Big bird right there.
Oh, that's a turkey vulture. We got to eyeball him. Okay, he's going away.
TIS not available.
But high, fast.
So small inputs. Think small. Quick, but small. There's a huge sink right there. Try to stop that sink. There you go. Small inputs. Try to figure out what the wind's doing to you. Pretty much headwind, maybe. See how it just blew you a little bit to the left? Just a little bit from the right side. Small input. Keep them small. Keep it small. Keep them small. Keep them small. from small. You're stable. Keep it small. Keep it small. Keep it small. Keep it small. You're doing perfect. Keep it small. 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 Get out of here, bolter. Keep it small. Keep it small. Keep it small. Keep it small.
Airspeed, lap 0.
I have control, so that was the best landing of the day.
For sure.
So, when
and
you
I totally got what you meant now.
When you watch the video, play this one back and look at the last 2 or 3 landings and key up on what the wheel's doing.
What it is I keep I feel the slightest little thing in the plane and I want to try to correct it.
I know it.
It corrects itself if you just hold steady.
If you got to be patient with it, and if there's a trend, fine, we'll work on the trend. But if we get big, so the key to it, if you get a rapid roller pitch, you got to come back with a rapid roller pitch to correct for it. You got this dead slow movement, you can put in a dead slow correction for it. So you react, the airplane tells you what kind of reaction it needs. And what you're doing is just trying to, oh my God, I got to do something rapidly. And so a lot of that is, unfortunately, if you do a lot of sim landings, guys come out of sims doing that because the control inputs are so loosey-goosey, they get into these big, huge control motions. So a sim pilot's doing this all the time.
Oh, really?
That's the way a sim pilot flies. He's doing, what are you doing?
Right.
Because
was what I was doing.
Yeah, because you don't get the body feedback on the sim.
Catch that guy coming in on the 45?
Another report.
There we go.
Nice traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, turning left downwind off the crosswind, 13 knots.
But I'm looking anyway for the no radio.
Yep.
You have control.
I have control.
These little lumpies of turbulence is just these kind of brownish fields underneath us absorbing more sunlight and just getting little hot thermals coming off.
That's just heat rising?
Just heat rising. We're just going through these little bubbles. Each little bump is a little tiny bubble of air rising.
Right, mixture's rich. Speed checked, flaps 10.
So notice we had a pretty busy pattern. We kind of survived that. Now we're back to got the whole airport to ourselves. Airport.
Tracy?
Copy. Good ear.
Knots traffic. Bird dog is about a mile southeast, will be entering at left 45, runway 13 knots.
Nice traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, turning left base to final, 13 knots, touch and go.
Low.
Knots traffic, bird dog
not
just over the towers,
available.
rounding out this 45 for a left downwind 13 knots.
Right, speed is high and I'm high. Ooh. It's good. Path is good. Good, path good. One from the left.
knots. I'll be making a left face to final on a short approach, 13 knots.
Your flaps are full, and they're stuck at full.
You're stuck at full.
Stuck at full.
Can't go over 85 knots.
No. So lots of right rudder in there. Pitch up a little bit more, probably about mid-50s to 50 knots or so.
Left face to final short.
Just trying to see what's going to get us above the ground. Huge amounts of rudders have to be applied. There, so it looks like we're somewhat climbing, so more rudder input than aileron input. We're drifting towards those towers, so I'd suggest we go a little bit to the right, but put some rudder to get over there. Rudder, not some more rudder than aileron. Airspeed's building up a little bit. I'm trying to keep that speed slow to get any kind of vertical speed. So obviously VY doesn't work here.
Right.
And you're just doing whatever, you're a test pilot, just figuring what airspeed is going to get me climbing here. So it looks like, 50, 55 is kind of doing the job. Struggling to altitude. But you don't have a lot of climb rate. You don't want to get too close to those towers because they're going to be a whole lot closer to you. Because you're going to be lower altitude. That to me is way too close to those towers. Way too close.
Oh, okay.
You're close because the left turning tendency is drifting you over there so much. Okay, now I can turn around the towers. Then I'll level off. All I can do is pitch. No power yet. Build the airspeed up. Pitching down, build the airspeed up, take it up to 80. 80 is your target power your target airspeed before you reduce the power.
Traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, turning left downwind off the crosswind, 13 knots.
Airspeed's coming up, airspeed's coming up, airspeed's coming up. Okay, now you can start thinking about throttling back just a tad. To hold about nothing faster than 80, stay within your flap speed, so 75. High 70s to 80s, a good target here. Notice how you're riding with a much lower pitch attitude, no big deal. So you survived the most difficult part of it.
And west over traffic, 25 Victor Sun, short final for 19.
The next part's going to be going downhill. You do have full flaps, it's more drag, so...
Field bird dog taking 13, be a left crosswind departure, Field.
What's going on with that?
He's going to take off in left field.
7781 Echo,
and he's doing what?
Crosswind for left downwind departure, 35.
Left downwind departure?
Okay, left crosswind. Okay, time to start our flow.
Runway 35.
Power's going to have to be higher than the target.
Picture's ridge.
Okay.
We already have full flaps.
Flaps are done. Yeah.
Yep.
So your minimum speeds still apply here, just as you did earlier. Nothing changes. It's just going to be a higher power because you have a higher drag. I'd go a little bit further on final myself, give yourself more time to get set up for this.
Okay.
New landing, never done before. You want time. Okay, now you can probably think about coming around. Caution on airspeed. Can't go above 85 knots.
Fast traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tail, straight left base, 13 knots, touch zero.
Pitch is just going to be overall a little bit lower the whole time. Not a huge amount lower. Power is going to be higher the whole time. Not a huge amount higher, but higher. The visual picture on final is going to be the same. How's that path looking?
Low.
Yeah, that's not good. Not with all this drag out here. As you pitch up like that, that airspeed drops off real easy.
TIS not available.
How's that path look?
Now I'm high.
There you go.
All right.
Fast traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, short final, 13 knots, touch and go.
Fast.
So again, it'll slow up pretty quickly on you with the full flaps.
So I'm about path right, but still a little fast.
Good.
Getting down where I need to be, now I'm a little low.
Sky 463, line about weight.
Flaps got fixed, they're back to 20, and we can bolt her.
Ready? To 10.
Sky 463, take in 134 traffic now.
Catch that radio call. Got our airspeed, flap 0.
I have control.
You have control?
Yeah, guy's got a pretty crappy radio. Yeah, so hopefully from that you kind of see why we're doing our landings with 20 flaps. With the 30 flaps, it just, those airspeeds change pretty rapidly on final because you got that extra drag out there. So anyway, so that's enough to kind of see what a full flap go around looks like. Not a big, huge deal. It's just the tough part is what airspeed you climb out at is just going to be a slower speed. Okay, I will demonstrate a...
543, left crosswind 139.
Check call.
Left cross 1.
Okay, so where's that?
He should be over here.
He's behind us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Crosswinds. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You got to know the legs.
Yeah, that was stupid.
You don't know the pattern legs, it doesn't help too much. So, we're kind of blind to him right now, so when we turn downwind, we're going to have to, as soon as we finish that turn.
Not Sky 463, left downwind 13 knots.
Now he's left downwind, sounds like he's cutting us out. He's going to turn inside of us. Let's take a look for him. Is he hitting us? Oh, we got to make the turn. And when we finish this turn, that wing's going to come up. We got to get eyeballs on this guy. And there he is, right in front of us. So he just made a real early turn.
Not Chevy, can I get a radio check, please?
Not clear.
My crossing over is here and there.
Good. Guy high we don't care about.
Right.
This guy ahead of us, don't know what he's doing. Is he staying in the pattern or just flying along?
He's overshot base if he did, right?
No, he's about 10 seconds from base.
Nos traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tells midfield left downwind for 13 Nos. Appear to be number 2 behind the Cessna.
463, turning left base 13 knots.
Okay, he is working the pattern. Okay, so this will be a no flapper.
Flaps, okay.
So,
Aircraft on a downwind on 13. Can you get a radio check for you?
Call for the radio check, second loud clear.
4 miles to the north.
Richard's Rich, flaps up.
Traffic in the pattern.
Slow into 70.
You got stepped on. Radio check, please.
For the third time, radio check loud and clear.
Thank you.
A lot of traffic in the pattern. The radio checks kind of start. I don't have a lot of patience for it. So, hey, guy.
We're stacking up.
Yeah, we got more important things to do.
463, left final 13 knots.
Okay, left final is undefined term. Okay, notice my speed. I basically got the speed down to 70. Now I can turn the base. Also, fortunately, he's in front of us, so we're able to extend the downwind leg. Gives us plenty of time.
Nos traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tail, turning left base 13 Nos, number 2 behind the Cessna.
You have a substantially higher pitch than normal.
Yep.
Yep.
Just the opposite what he just did with the full flapper. Okay, how's my path look? High, power to back. Check my inside traffic, looks good. Check my final, looks good. Haven't done, I'll do it again. Mixture's rich, flaps up. Notice the airspeed, I'm just holding it. I'm just barely on the high side of 70. Been idle here the whole time. I'm not going to be idle to the runway, because now I'm back on path. Power's going to come back in.
Nos traffic, turn at 09 Echoes, breaking off distant approach. We're going to turn left, head for the double bend in the river, and then enter left base for 13 knots. knots, traffic permitting.
Fine. Okay, so here's my 70. I'm calling this path.
TIS not available.
Check my base leg guys coming at me. Nobody. Notice the pitch. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to be down here someplace. That was the view you normally have.
Right.
There's my pitch I got to have to keep that airspeed at 70.
Sky 463 has the upwind, 13 knots.
Okay, so he took off. Don't care about him. Got guy holding short. Any checklist, mixture rich, flaps up. Any checklist complete. Just right now, I'm just kind of like barely seeing those numbers over the winch, over the glare shield.
Double bit in the river, entering left base, 13 knots.
Holding that path.
Sky 463 left, crosswind, 13 knots.
Speed slow, power. All right, back on path, back on speed. That pitch up, forget the bug. On path, on speed. We come up through short final. Power's going to come to idle, and not much happens at idle. There's not much drag here. Airspeed's not dropping off at all here.
Sky 463 left, down.
As I come up for the flare, stall warning's coming on early. Look for drift, look for yaw. A little bit of wind from the right side. A little bit of right aileron. Here's the touchdown. Nose clear, nose clear. Can barely see those stripes. Alter. That's a no-flap landing.
Copy that.
Traffic, turn at 09 Echo, turning final.
So the key to it is, we were fortunate to follow that other guy, long final, to give me plenty of time to get path and speed and path and speed and path and speed set. I don't have long finals, really hard to do it. I would have needed the slip, but I didn't need the slip that time. Birds, problem. Yep. Turn away from, oh, there's his cousin. What's he going to do? Okay, we're fine. Now, birds high is mega unsafe, because when they spook, they tuck wings and dive.
Oh, okay.
They're going to go right through our windshield, and that's not good for us. This is our tower distance. See, we're way closer.
Oh, it was way closer.
Yeah, way closer. I don't even want to, so, when the engine blows and the windshield's covered with oil, you're going to be pretty distracted. And if you're that close to towers, you're just going to drift right into them. So if the engine blows, I want to have nothing in front of me. Okay, no one on the extended downwind. Who's coming at us?
One guy on the base down there.
One guy way down there, good.
Mouse traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tails, turning left downwind off the crosswind, 13 knots.
09 Echo is clearly active, knots.
Two seagulls in front below, don't care.
Sky 463, turn left, final, 1.
Birds will never go up, they always go down.
I did not.
Yeah, when I look down at them, I could care less. You have control.
I have control.
We'll try no flap landing. Okay, who's in the pattern in front of us? Number one?
I'm number one.
Negative. Cessna about
oh my God, I'm sorry, I thought you were landing.
Yeah, about a mile final. Okay, there's downwind beam. So your first action is pretty much hold the altitude, but get the speed back. So do your flow.
The mixture's rich, flaps are going to stay up.
Touch them. Mixture's rich, flaps up. Stay with your trim now. So if you don't keep a trim, those going to want to keep dropping each time. That's just going to keep you getting fast. Okay, stick some power in there. Bring your pitch up a little bit. Because you get real low, but you're still real fast. The pitch is staying up to keep the speed back. Okay, just about down to speed now. Let's check that wing. I don't want to start smaller aileron. Smaller, because you roll so much. You over control the ailerons.
Cross traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tail, straight left base, 13 knots.
Smaller power inputs, small power inputs. You're on speed, how's the path look?
Pretty high.
Okay, so powered up back to that.
Outside 463 is in the up and 13 knots.
Powering up back. We'd rather not have to do the slip if we don't have to. How's the path looking?
Still high.
Okay, powering up back.
Left, crosswind, 13 knots.
TIS not available.
How's the path looking?
All right.
It's a tad high, but I'd concur all right.
Cross traffic, Cessna 2 Alpha Tail's final, 13 knots.
Okay, now just like normal landing, set a path, set a speed.
Outside Sky 463.
Those is bouncing quite a bit. Little quicker control input. Smooth but quick. Path's going mega high. Path's going high.
Here is traffic, Skyhawk.
Over control and throttle. Your path is high. You're high on path, you add path. Makes no sense. Speed is slow, so pitch down will get you down on path. Stall warning will not be on.
Traffic, 3078 Romeo, 8 miles to the north. Only right traffic, runway 30, looking for that.
You're still high on the path. Coming down, okay, there's path. Now it's sinking. Good. That's a nice rudder input. Bring back over to centerline. Looking nice. Path starting to go slightly high again. Speed slightly fast. Done with your power. Just take it in from here. Caution the flare. We're not going to hit that tail. Nice and slow inputs over the runway. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Nice. Rudder to that center line. Rudder to it. 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 This is a full stop. Rudder to it. Rudder to it. Rudder to it. Rudder to it. Rudder to center line. Rudder to center line. Braking action. Rudder to it, not either on it.
Oh, okay.
Brakes, hello. Pretty fast in the turn, pretty fast in the turn. I don't want us to feel any centrifugal force. Straight down in my butt. Kind of right on the main taxiway if you kind of go up just a little bit.
Yeah. Turning left, final 13 knots.
Okay, now I can open that up. Now you can do your after landing.
For landing full check, flaps are up. Exterior lean to 2 fingers, exterior lights, beacon on, taxi, strobe, and landing off. Fuel pump is off. Landing checklist complete.
Right. So, that was pretty good, no flap landing.
Was it?
It was good. So I don't know if you can tell the difference between the no flap and the full flap. Two extremes for you is, boy, you can't get... It's hard to get that airspeed slowed up, hard to get the path changed with the no flap.
Right.
With the full flap, man, you got so much power that airspeed wants to drop so quickly, that path wants to drop so quickly. So that's why we're trying to stay so consistent with our 20, so you get used to what that always is looking like. And now you do the other big flap changes, it's a huge difference. And looks like I don't know why, second time in a row, you are not resetting your fuel.
It was at 34 when I started.
I don't think we used 17 gallons of fuel.
It was definitely at 34, I checked it.
You're not zeroing it out. We didn't burn 17 gallons just now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how much was on board.
Yeah, but you gotta zero it out.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was just to tell it how much was in the plane.
It's both.
Okay.
Yeah, it's both. So the point is, you have to zero it out every time. You look at the remaining, you go, okay, that's what I started with. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
But
So you reset it either way?
Absolutely.
Set. Need us checked. Throttle to 1500.